What are the best features in YouTube for language students? I'm on my fourth language, I'm studying Polish at the moment, and there are certain things in YouTube that really help me when trying to study Polish. And I've also used the same techniques for studying French and for studying Spanish in the past as well. So I'm going to show you 5 excellent features that YouTube offers us as language students, and then I'm going to show you how I actually use them. So this is a really practical video for any student studying a language, but also useful for teachers to know about. They can pass these ideas on to their students. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to my channel, and of course love to know, out of the 5 ideas, which one do you think is the most useful. Let's get started. So this is the first feature I'm going to show you. Let's do it by searching for some videos for learning English. So we're going to put English learn. Okay, let's go shopping in English. So we're going to search for shopping in English, and obviously what's going to happen is loads of videos are going to come up onto the screen. Now what you can do, what you probably don't realize you can do, is that you can actually filter. So what I can do is click now and say, well, I actually want videos that are for shopping in English, but I want them with subtitles. That's really going to help me a lot. So I click here, and that immediately helps me to find videos that are only with subtitles, which are really useful. For example, in Polish, I always look for videos with subtitles. Now I can even take that further. I can click and add extra filters, and I can say, well, I only want videos. If I was a low level, I might do up under 4 minutes, but these days I normally do between 4 and 20 minutes. So the first thing is learn to use the filters, because it can really help you to find exactly what you're looking for. So let's just take an example. So if I click on this video, the next thing I want to show you is that this is really useful. Let me just jump the ad. Okay, now you've got the subtitles here, but also look at this. I can click here and I can actually open up the transcript of that video on the right hand side. So it's really useful because I can be playing the video and kind of following the transcript from here, or following it from here. But look at this. I can also click on the transcript and jump directly to that part of the video. Again, something I do in Polish a lot, particularly, for example, if I play a part and then I want to repeat it. So I play a part and I think, well, I want to hear that again. Then I can just simply click on the part that I want to hear again, and it will jump back there and play that part again. Now, perhaps my next trick is my favorite one. I'm going to toggle the timestamps off. And let's say I've got a particular sentence and I'm not quite sure what it means. I can click on it. I can copy that sentence. So all I need to do is just click and select it, copy the sentence, and I'm going to jump over to Google Translate. And now that I'm on Google Translate, I can paste that sentence in. Let's say that I'm a Spanish speaker and I'm learning English, and I can see exactly what that sentence would mean in Spanish. Now, Google Translate isn't perfect, but it's pretty good, and it's got better and better over the years as there's been more data on the internet. I use it a lot. I use it a lot to, if I can't understand a sentence in Polish, I put it in here and then I get the English translation. But there's even more I can do when working with Google Translate that I'm going to show you now. So what you can do with Google Translate, apart from listen to the audio of the sentence that you've put in, you can actually save it. You can click on this button here and save that sentence, and then you can have a collection of all the sentences you've saved. But just by clicking on this star, you can just see all the sentences, and then of course what you can do is click and listen to them and go through them. So you've got a collection here of all the sentences that you're currently learning from the video that you're working with. So I've got a real example on the screen here of some sentences that I'm currently studying. I've got them obviously in Polish and in English, so I can always click and listen.
Biorę trochę wolnego od pracy.
But I can also do something else that's really useful. So I can click here and I can bring these into what we call a Google Sheet. And it's really handy because I've got these sentences, and I've normally got about 10 sentences when I do this. But what I can do now is just copy those sentences, okay, really quickly. Jump over to Quizlet, which I know a lot of people use for studying vocabulary, and it's super fast, particularly if you've, say, got 10 words. Just click on Create Study Set, and I'm going to call these ones brać, because I'm practicing a particular verb in Polish, and then I'm going to click here and just paste in those words, and immediately I've created for myself a new set of cards that I can then start to play with. So then I can click on flashcards and actually play these, and I've got the sentence in Polish, and obviously if I click on the other side, the sentence in English, and I can move to the next one, sentence in Polish and English. And in fact, if I click here, I can turn on the audio, and what I can do is I can set it so that I've got the audio on for Polish, because that's obviously important, but not for English. And then what I can do is
Jutro biorę ślub.
and I can go to the next one.
Nie zapomnij wziąć lekarstwa.
Okay, and then don't forget to take your medicine. Okay, and then next one.
Rano bierze prysznic.
In the mornings, he or she takes a shower. Brilliant way of working with the phrases that I've taken from the YouTube video, and that's exactly what I did. If we jump back to this video, there's a couple of other really useful features in YouTube that can help you. One, if you click here, and I use this quite a lot when working in Polish, is I drop the speed, because I like trying to listen to kind of normal videos videos that have actually been made from native speakers. I really like working with those, but obviously I need them a bit slower, so I often slow the speed of the delivery down, and you can do that just by clicking here on the settings and changing the playback speed. Now, another technique I sometimes use is that I switch the languages, and what I mean by that is, though I've got the transcript here in English for this, let's say I'm a Spanish person and I actually want to have the subtitles in Spanish, so I want to be listening in English but seeing what that would be in Spanish. I can click over on subtitles and I can change the language that I'm working with. So if I click on auto translate, and let's say for example that I just want to follow this in Spanish, if I click here, notice now I've got the translation into Spanish on the screen if I play this, but then I've also got the English version coming up on the right hand side in the transcript. Now this translation won't be perfect, but it can be really helpful, and again it's a technique that I sometimes use when I'm working with videos in Polish. So just to give you an example of what I mean when I'm studying Polish, I can have the Polish here but the English here. If the subtitles have been provided in English, I can have the Polish translation by setting the auto subtitle language to Polish. But I've also got the transcript here because I search for a video with transcripts. This is really, really powerful for me because sometimes I do need to quickly check and see what is being said in English, and so this can really help me, and it's a technique I often use. Okay, really hope you found that video useful. If you're a language teacher or a language student, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. There's a special section on languages. And if you want to follow my work and get lots of updates and tips, then please sign up to the newsletter. And for teachers at the moment, there's a 12-part free video course in how to teach online with technology. The other thing is, of course, that you can sign up to my YouTube channel. I think we're up to around 65,000 subscribers now. Please remember to click on the bell so you get all the updates. And finally, if you want to contact me about doing a presentation for your organization, then you can contact me from the website. And thank you very much. I'm going to put a few other videos on the screen now that you might find useful.